Welcome to Macmo Academy. In this video, we will understand the topic equations involving absolute value. So what is mean by absolute value? It's related to the middle school mathematics that you already have done. Actually, you can see in this equation, we have this symbol. This modulus symbol is actually told us that whatever is written inside, for example, if you look at this particular question, solve and check 2x plus 3 equals to 11. So whenever you see this particular absolute value or the modulus sign in the equation, what you need to do, that obviously it is written solve, so you need to find the value of x, but you cannot directly solve it like a simple linear equation. You need to open this particular equation with two signs of 11, positive and negative. So it means you will solve it two times. First with positive 11 or plus 11. So it means that when you remove this particular sign, you will open your right hand side with plus and minus. That's what I was trying to tell you in the chart. And then 2x plus 3 is equals to minus 11. And you will get two answers by solving it. 2x is equals to 11 minus 3, 8, which shows that x is equals to 4. And over here, when 3 will go there, it will come minus 11 minus 3 minus 14, and x is equals to minus 7. Now these are the two values which are coming by solving this absolute equation, and x is equals to 4 and x is equals to minus 7. As it is written that check, what does it mean? That you need to put this value of x and this value of x in your original equation, and you should get left hand side is equals to right hand side. So let's solve it. So when you will do, let's do over here, check. So 2 bracket 4 plus 3 is equals to 11. So you will get 2 4s are 8 plus 3 is equals to 11. So 11 is equals to 11. You are getting the correct answer, means this particular value of x is satisfying your equation. Now let's check the second one. Second value of x is minus 7. So now put it in place of x. 2 7s are minus 14. Minus 14 plus 3 is equals to 11, and you are getting minus 11 is equals to 11. And as you know that I have discussed with you that the modulus symbol shows that when you will open it, you will get absolute value, means if it is negative, you can write it as positive, or you call this particular thing as absolute value. So this is how we solve a simple equation when there is absolute value, or the equations involving absolute value. Let's see one more example. Alright, so now we have another example. It is written 3x minus 1 minus 6 is equals to 8. But in this particular equation, you can see that with the modulus symbol or the absolute value, we have some other values as well. So like in the previous video, we have discussed previous topic, equations involving radicals. We told you that you need to isolate the radical component of the equation. So similarly over here, you need to isolate this particular absolute value portion of the equation first. So now let's isolate it. So minus 6 will go there, and it will become 8 plus 6 14, and then 3 will go there and divide. So you will get x minus 1 is equals to 14 upon 3. Now the method is same, that when you remove this modulus symbol, you will get x minus 1 is equals to 14 upon 3, and you will get x minus 1 is equals to minus 14 upon 3. So the purpose of telling you this particular solution is that you need to isolate this particular component, don't forget it. sometimes the student do it like this, that they directly start solving. So don't do this thing. Like we have discussed in the radical equation, that isolate the radical component, same concept will be applicable over here. Now you can easily solve it. X is equals to 14 upon 3 plus 1, comma x is equals to minus 14 upon 3 plus 1, and you will get two answers of x. So 14 plus 3, 17 upon 3, and 14 minus 14 plus 3 is equals to minus 11 upon 3. So these are the answers of x from this particular equation. And as it is written in the question that solve, it is not written to check, so we will not check, we will not verify this particular question, although we can do it in the same way like we have done the previous example, that put this value of x in this particular equation and you will get left hand side equals to right hand side, and if that particular value is satisfying your equation, that will be the answer. Otherwise you call it as extraneous root. But in our syllabus, in the absolute value questions, we don't have extraneous root questions, so we will ignore that right now. But remember that whenever you solve this type of equation, you need to isolate this particular component. Now let's see one more type of question related to the absolute value equation. Now if you look at this particular example, why it is a little bit different than the previous two examples, as you can see that the absolute value is on both sides of the equation. So what we need to do, it is very easy. Whenever you will see this type of question or this type of the equation, what you need to do, that you will take the first one. Let's say this is your question. So the tip or the trick is very easy for this, that open the right hand side with plus and minus. One time with plus sign and in the second one with minus sign. So we will do 3 plus 2x is equals to 6x minus 7, and the second one is 3 plus 2x is equals to, I am directly open it, so it will come minus 6x minus minus plus 7. So now you can solve it arranging the like terms on one side. So let's move this 7 over there with 3, so it will become 10, and 2x will go there, so it will subtract with 6x, so it will come 10 is equals to 4x. So it will come finally x is equals to 10 upon 4, or x is equals to 5 upon 2. Similarly over here, 3 will go there, minus 6x will come here, so it will come 8x is equals to 4, and x is equals to 4 upon 8, or after simplification we will get x is equals to 1 upon 2. So whenever you have the absolute value or this symbol on both sides of the equation, what you need to do, you need to open plus and minus on any one side. In this one I have done it with the right hand side. So sometimes the student forget that what to do, so that's why I told you that remember this thing, that you need to always open plus and minus on the right hand side, so that you will not forget what to do, left side, right side, both side, or only one side. That's why I take one side as for your reference. Alright, let's take one more and the last example for this particular topic. Now we have fractions, so let's try this one as well. So first of all, isolate this particular absolute symbol. Minus 1 upon 3 will go there and will be added with 2 upon 3. So you will get finally 3 minus 5x upon 4 is equals to 2 plus 1, 3 upon 3. As you can see, the denominators are same, so directly you can solve the numerators and you will get 1. So you will get 3 minus 5x upon 4 is equals to 1, comma 3 minus 5x upon 4 is equals to minus 1. See, this is how we can open it. Now what you can do, one by one you can solve it. 4 ones are 4, 3 will go there, so you will get minus 5x is equals to 4 minus 3, which will be 1, and over here 4 ones are minus 4, so minus 5x is equals to minus 4 minus 3 minus 7. So it will come over here, x is equals to minus 1 upon 5, and over here minus and minus will cancel, so you will get x is equals to 7 upon 5. So these are the values that you will get for x in this particular equation, minus 1 upon 5 and 7 upon 5. Now remember one thing, that it is not necessary that these two answers will satisfy your equation, as I told you in the first example as well, that if it is asked in the question to check the extraneous root or to verify, then what you need to do, you need to put both the values of x in your original equation, and if both are satisfying, it means that there is no extraneous root. But if any one of the value is not satisfying your original equation, that means that it is the root, but it is actually an extraneous root. So this is how we solve equations involving absolute value. For any query, or if you did not understand anything, you can ask us in the comment. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel.